What do you do? What do you do for them?
IRS.
IRS?
Yeah.
What capacity?
Representative, auditor.
Yeah. Hey, look, man, you know, I mean, I get it, you know, I'm Uncle Sam, you understand? They come at me and go, hey, get all my money. Like, I know. And then, you know, there's bad and ugly and everything, man. I don't make snap judgments. I look at you might say, go out of that asshole, you know. I gotta know where the room, make my friends, you know. Yeah, here's a get out of jail free card from Hillary Clinton. Seems to work good for her and what was it? For Lerner also. Yeah, Caesar. What do you think of that? I mean, do you think what did she do, man? Come on, do you think she come on.
I mean, there's balance. I mean,
it's pretty much been proven, though, that the IRS did go out of their way to target right-wing groups. Would you agree with that?
no, I wouldn't. So it's like the Tea Party and stuff, right? That's the
right.
So my understanding what actually happened. So during that time period, they actually allowed for a new, like it's not a 501c3, not a pure, like before you couldn't have anything political tied to charitable organizations. So at that time they actually started, it's like a 501c, like not free, but it was a different sort of entity that they started allowing that. So the majority of the applicants happened to be Tea Partiers at that time. So they were, because these are all political, so they were just basically auditing like 75% of all the applicants, and they were just, most of them were Tea Party organizations. And they basically since then...
I mean, I wish I'd probably looked up but from what I take it with a grief. That's why I like talking to people, at least we're there. Because a lot of times, all I'm getting is, the bullshit you hear from them. Then you're really screwed.
Because we get no direction on basically who to audit. Like, just basically comes in with red flags. Like, I didn't...
So you say there was no politicalization whatsoever. Lowest one. I mean, that is like the WG's Mother Teresa. She actually did
no, I would never say that. But, I mean, you're lower level, like, I truly believe that more of the Tea Party organizations were audited just basically because there were more applicants.
Beyond the Tea Party. I mean, I went to other organizations, and overwhelmingly, I'm pretty sure I'm remembering these percentages right. It was in the 98 percentile, where like the liberal groups are like, yeah, come on in, woo, open door, hey, come on, no, don't pick up your shoes. Step right through past that scanner. But all of the right-wing, leading or perceived to be oath keepers and everybody else was running into all kinds of weakness, stumbling blocks. And it wasn't just because of the sheer number. Because again, the percentage-wise of the number of liberal groups that didn't go through the same scrutiny was overwhelming.
And I'd have to check that. I mean, kind of like the meetings that we come down from management, like that's kind of what they had told us. And
I would repeat it, but here's what I'm looking at. And this is why the mistrust. And sometimes people will, when you say IRS agent, will go, is the. Yesterday I was talking to the FBI analyst. I said, how is it that the public that I talk to out here on a daily basis knows more than you do about the crimes that are being committed right in that place? And I brought up several examples where even FBI involvement in the crime was and the fact that the FBI, I think it's 152 questionable shootings that they had, to look at.
Oh, not my FBI.
FBI, all total, FBI had, I think it was 150, and then there was 2 more. So it's like 152 in that neighborhood of questionable shootings. All 150 odd of them Oh, nothing to see here. FBI. Now, if the numbers alone say one time along or other, someone's got to be held accountable. And we don't see anybody held accountable. We don't see, I brought up Comey getting up there and doing the 15 minutes dance about, oh man, that Clinton, she's going to jail. My God, look at all that. And I know it, you know it too. I have talked to experts out here in cybersecurity who said, if I had done 1/1000th of what she did, I'd be in jail and have lost everything. So, he gets up there and does this dance about how she's committed all these crimes, and the bank goes, but, yeah, she's Clinton, so we let her up. And that perception from the people makes us look at the FBI, at the IRS, and most other government things where no one's being held accountable at all. And a little bit of the suspicious.
Yeah. Comey was just weird because it's not their policy to actually discuss ongoing investigation. So the fact that was discussed is what I think is strange.
Yeah, but it wasn't just ongoing investigation. Again, I'm talking about crimes blatant in our face. When I brought up things like, why don't you know about building number 7, FBI analyst? Because everybody else I know is questioning what happened to building number 7. Why did that collapse? Why isn't even mentioned in the 9/11 report? It housed all 16 of our intelligence agencies and the mayor's emergency bunker. So it wasn't like it was an important building. And at 5:20 in the afternoon on 9/11, it collapsed into its own footprint in 6 seconds flat. How did that happen? How come the FBI misses that? How come the people on the street, every Tom, Dick, and Harry I can talk to in every walk of life, you go, you're alive, something happened here, why is that building collapse? Yeah, when we talk to government agents, it's always, that's water got down from the above, and I'm just doing my job. Well, your job is to go ahead and tell us the truth.
Well, you can't assume that they know the truth. They're just like anyone else. They're a small cog in a large organization.
But you don't have an internet connection? I'm saying, well, if you got, why the you can't get online and go, yeah, building number 7. Do that. Does your job preclude you from doing your own investigation, being curious and going, oh my God, look at this, look at the Oklahoma City bombings, a false flag, they found 2 other bombs unexploded in that building. Look at the first World Trade Center attack when the FBI was directly involved, where the informant said he got suspicious and then bugged himself and caught the FBI agent, planted him with real bombs. They paid him off with $1 million and sent him out of the country. That was the first World Trade Center bombing, and that's in a matter of record. That's in the New York Times. So, here it is, folks, and they come along, and we're told that 19 hijackers brought down 3 buildings in New York City. What? That a hollow aluminum plane flew through 18-inch thick walls at the Pentagon, leaving a perfect circle where there were no damage where the wind would have hit. Does the government think we're that stupid? Do these guys think we're that stupid? Apparently so, but we're not. And that's why he got elected. And he's just the beginning, because if he doesn't come through, because now today with modern technology and there are people getting on search engines and going, look at that. And becoming knowledgeable of these things that our government seems to be oblivious to. Hey, show me. I go around below people's vacations all the time. I'm sorry, but...
Oh, you're good.
Am I? Really? Okay, okay. Well,
Time for more beer.
Yeah, I drive people to drink and they can walk here from here. Have a good one.